level of mayhem awaits with today's Jimmy and Nath Show with Emma.
And it's mayhem at Chemist Warehouse.
Stock up and save now with the Chemist Warehouse half-price cosmetics sale.
Welcome to the podcast, guys. Hey, how you doing?
What's up? I regret that immediately.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Someone's phone ring?
Yeah, it's not mine.
It's not mine.
Is it?
There's a vibration in the studio.
Is it your phone? Jimmy,
Oh, it's mine.
Yeah, it's your alarm.
To take, what does it say?
It says meds with a full stop and a pill next to it.
Yeah, it's to
Oh,
take
you
my
need to take
depression.
Or do you want to take them live on the
Not to have
pod?
depression, to stop the depression.
You're taking your depression pills, are you?
Do you take your meds with or without a sip of water? Like, are you just a dry guy?
Can you?
Jonathan Isaac's on White Lotus.
Yeah. Do you just? Do you
That gave
just?
me so much anxiety seeing him that I can't do that.
Do you raw dog them?
Oh, they're little. They're teeny weeny. They're quite little. Yeah.
Yeah, they are tiny ones.
Do they have a taste? Is it a yucky coating? You know how some medication, it tastes like shit.
Bigger one.
Oh, that's a
yeah.
big boy. What's that? A vitamin? Is that one of-
Vitamin.
Is that a
I also
vitamin?
take my vitamins.
Is that
when I
like
take
a
my
men's
antidepressant.
multivitamin?
It's a men's multivitamin. And I got this from Chemist Warehouse.
Oh,
Swift
We love Chemist
multivitamins.
Warehouse.
yeah.
Men's multivitamin.
That's nice. My wife is very good at taking tablets. She can
She has
take
to take many.
She takes like 10 at a time, no water, just bang straight back.
That's a boss. That's
Unbelievable.
That's a boss move.
Makes me feel sick every time I watch her do it.
You
I
should be
do it
turned on that she can do that.
$3, same size. It's one of those.
I didn't even mean that. I just mean, when something's so impressive and you're like,
Yours
I'm
is
turned
the
on.
size of one pill, mate.
Yeah, tic tac.
It was the first one that Jimmy just took, that size.
Can you get antidepressants that have a fun flavour? You know how laxatives are chocolate?
I don't think all laxatives
I think
are
you're
chocolate.
worming. I think you're talking about
You're a worm,
convention.
yeah.
Oh, what am I talking
You're
about?
a dog
Yeah.
and your partner's been worming you.
Well,
Does she also put it in your mouth and rub your neck?
yeah.
Come on.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how you get a dog to swallow.
Yeah, because they can't then take a swig of water out of the glass.
She hides it in my raw meat in my bowl on the ground
Crushes it up.
as I'm dragging my bum along the carpet.
He's got worms!
Yuck.
Have you tried to drag your bum on the
I
carpet
thought that
before?
was the end of the intro. We keep going.
Oh, no, this is just for you and I to chat about.
Do you-
Now that's the end. Okay. Guys, it is day 3 of this.
It's today, 1041s.
That's right, court is now officially in session.
50K. Couple Courtroom.
Yeah, if you haven't been following along, welcome to our $50,000 couple courtroom. todayfm.com.au to register. There is a couple that we were introduced to at the start of the week. It was Tom the plumber, Eliza the big spender. Eliza wants them to have a joint bank account before they get married. Tom does not. This is the issue we must get to the bottom of by the end of the weekend.
They are due to get married on Valentine's Day next year, and this is finances are a big issue to work through before you make that lifelong commitment. So they've got to get it right.
Now, we've heard both sides of the argument. We've also heard an expert witness in Victoria Devine, a finance expert. We are now allowing our defendant and our plaintiff to call a character witness to the stand, Jim.
Yeah, look, I don't really want to hear from Eliza and Tom. I think I've heard enough. I need to hear from other people, you know what I mean? 'Cause at the end of the day, they're
true.
gonna, like, Tom's going to say what Tom wants to say, and Eliza's going to say what Eliza wants to say. Look, let's chat to the people who really know.
Absolutely. Well, Eliza, you would like to call your first character witness to the stand. Who are you calling to the stand, Eliza?
Yes, so for the stand, I'm actually picking Tom's sister, Caitlin.
Okay, there's a
Oh.
bit of a twist here.
That is very twisty.
Because related to Tom, but also you're calling her as your witness. So let's welcome in your character witness. Caitlin, welcome to the couple courtroom. Caitlin, have we got you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay.
Caitlin, welcome to the official couple courtroom. This is you're under oath. You're officially under oath here. Now, you know Eliza's argument. She wants a shared bank account. First things first, what kind of spender is Eliza in your professional opinion, Caitlin?
Look, I think Elle doesn't mind spending some money, but I think that's just normal, like a normal thing for girls. But she doesn't exaggerate it and, overspend, but she doesn't mind getting her hair done or her nails and things like that, as a normal girl does.
What about your brother, though? I mean, what's he like?
He's a bit stingy, but he, like, if he goes to the poker machines, he'll put money in. So I think it equals out at the end of the day.
Okay, so you're saying that Eliza doesn't really overspend, and if they join bank accounts, it's not like she's going to be hoarding Tom's money.
Exactly. Definitely not. Definitely not. I
You
think it
said-
equals out for sure.
But you said your brother's stingy, though. Tom's stingy. I mean, what's a few pineapples through the pokies? I mean, it sounds like,
Well, with Elle, she'll spend money on things that make her look pretty, but like poker machines, like you're going to lose most of it anyway.
But sometimes you win.
Yeah, but most of the time you lose.
You lose.
Okay, but Eliza, Caitlin, Tom is concerned that because he earns most of the money, it's just going to encourage Eliza to spend more of it if she has access to those accounts. Do you think this will happen? Will Eliza spend more now that she's got access to more?
No, I don't think so, to be honest. Me and my partner share bank accounts, and it works well for us because if I see like makeup in the store, I reconsider if I want that because I know he's going to see that receipt.
Okay.
So,
All right. So you think the guilt will get to Eliza and she won't be
definitely.
overspending?
But is your brother smart? Like, is he smart enough to know what's going on?
Yeah, because they can both see it.
There was a pause and your voice went high.
Hang on. Okay, Caitlin, does your brother Tom, the defendant, does he even know how to access his bank accounts?
Yeah, for sure.
Again, there's a big pause there.
There's a pause. Okay, so Caitlin, answer this question: yes or no? Should they share bank accounts?
100%.
Okay, it's 100% yes. Well, there you go. All right, it is now time for Tom's character witness. Tom, welcome.
Hello.
Now, Tom, you heard what the character witness said just then.
I know.
That was
Wow.
Your own sister, Tommy.
Your own
What's
sister.
going on there?
That's betrayal.
She called you a
throw me under the
stinge.
bus there.
Yeah, is that familiar? Does that feel like betrayal to you, Tom?
Oh, a little bit.
Yeah.
Is it true, Tommy? Do you like sliding a few pineapples in the pokies?
Oh, not often.
But every now and then, Tommy.
Geez, not often.
Okay, but if you can
Can you-
do that, then Eliza can like get a new pair of shoes every now and then
Oh,
from the joint
not
account.
expensive juice.
Yeah, but hang on.
Expensive juice.
Yeah, but she can get her own shoes with her own money.
Exactly.
Because, Tom, you're not using Eliza's money to put it through the pokies, are you?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
And
So-
Tommy, can you hear that? Can you hear that squeak, Tommy?
I can.
Yeah, it's your tight ass. So we're safe here because we know you don't spend a lot of money.
Tom, it's only fair that I can already hear him laughing. But Tom, would you like to introduce your official character witness to the couple courtroom?
Anthony, my old roommate, and my best mate.
Okay, well, Anthony, welcome. You are officially under oath. Anthony, we got you there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, now, Anthony, you've heard what Caitlin, who is Eliza's character witness, said. Is there anything you would like to refute and defend Tom, your best mate? What do you want to say about Tom?
First of all, about Tommy, he's probably the hardest worker I've ever met in my life. He's a full-time plumber and a part-time garbo, so he's not scared to get dirty for his money.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so he's working hard for it.
He's working really, really hard for all of his cash, and I know how Elle spends as well, so I know that he's trying to hold that cash close to him and his pokies as well.
Okay, so this is interesting, Anthony. So you are now officially on record. You are under oath in the couple courtroom. You can second the fact that Eliza is a bit of a reckless spender.
Honestly, every time you see Eliza, she's wearing like 5 to 10 grand worth of designer on her.
Oh, hang on,
she
Eliza, is that true? 5 to 10 grand worth of designer?
Hey, hold on.
Give her a chance to explain herself.
Eliza, you have a chance to refute that. It doesn't sound like you are, though.
Well, I didn't buy that recently.
Also, they're investments, right, Eliza? If you buy nice
right.
things, they last longer.
All right, Anthony.
No, I think investments mean it increases in money. I don't think they increase in money.
They increase in value, though.
Okay, Anthony, back to you.
A shirt.
Nah.
Back to the character witness. Now, Anthony, do you think it's fair if Tom doesn't share the money? Do you think that's okay? And do you think they could have a healthy relationship without him sharing his money with Eliza?
Absolutely, and most certainly. I think it would be bad if they shared the account because it would just be a reason to have a bit of a tiff over.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh.
honestly, Tommy is a bit of a tight ass. He is a bit of a tight ass.
So, Anthony,
A
you
little
think
bit.
this is going to be more of a headache than it already is? Like, if they share bank accounts, it's actually going to destroy their marriage. May as well just keep the money separate.
100%. Nip it in the butt. You don't need to share money. It's just Yeah, like Tommy can still shout dinners and a Europe trip if he needs to, but don't share a couch.
Hang on, there's a difference between a dinner and a Europe trip. Okay, guys, thank you very much. All will be taken under consideration. The jury will be seated on Friday for a share of $50,000. Anthony, Caitlin, thank you, guys. We appreciate you coming on the show.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And Tom, Eliza, I guess the court and the case continues. We'll chat to you guys tomorrow, all right?
Thanks.
See you then. Bye.
Trending now with Emma Chow.
Brittany Snow, this is the blonde chick from Pitch Perfect, Hairspray, John Tucker Must Die. She's revealed she had the worst dates, plural, with a very famous unnamed DJ.
Okay.
We know that it's not Diplo, it's not Martin Garrix. I think it's Calvin Harris because he was massive around the time she hooked up with him. It was about 10 years ago. Anyway, he fell asleep while making out with her, and it happened multiple times on multiple occasions. Have a listen.
I woke him up and I was like, hey, what the is going on? And he was like, oh man, I'm sorry. I'm just so tired. I go out like a week later and he comes over to my place. Same thing. We're kissing. He is back asleep. But I took it personally. I was like, wow, I must really be just so hot.
How bad of a kiss do you need to be to put somebody... I've never heard of that. Somebody falling asleep mid-pash.
Right?
What is it? Does your tongue just go limp?
Unless you're like super pissed.
Well, yeah, that's true. But we don't.
You know what I mean?
We don't remember that.
No.
You know?
You and I only kissed when we've had about 30 beers.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really
And we're at
cute.
29 this morning. So.
One more.
What was that? Like, classic case of, like, her trying to get sexy and it's just, like, not working? Because sexy, like, backfire situations happen all the time. And normally it's the chicks that are trying to get extra sexy. We're trying to spice it up for the guys.
I love it when sexy goes wrong. It's happened to me many times. I remember I was dating a girl once many, many moons ago before my beautiful wife was on the picture, on the scene, guys. And I was living in a small apartment, and for Valentine's Day, I wanted to do like a trail of rose petals into the bedroom where I was going to be, sprawled out ready. What in undies, not wung out, but you know, like in undies, right? Yeah.
And you never met this person.
No. It was an app, Craigslist, I think it's
the
called.
first date.
Yeah. She said she would go for a walk. I was like, I got a better idea. Anyway, she walks in the door, and I mustn't have placed the petals in a way that look like a trail. So they're kind of like, they look scattered, kind of like a mess. So she walks in the door. I'm sitting there. I've lit the candle. I'm trying to be romantic. And the first thing I hear is... She gets
Stop it.
and starts vacuuming. And so I run out in my undies. I was like, no, this is sexy. It's a trail.
The true story
That's
there
so
is Nath wasn't dating anyone.
No.
The cleaner was coming over to clean his apartment, and they thought maybe he could lure her into the bedroom. But she was just there to do a job.
Yeah. I was really into that Dyson. It was...
I tried doing dress up once for like my first boyfriend. We'd been together for like 5 years, and I was like, you know what, 5-year relationship anniversary, I'm gonna like spice it up. And I ordered this French maid outfit. And it's always like the worst fit, the worst polyester. Anyway, I put it on, nothing fit except for the apron, like that just ties around.
Okay,
So you're wearing just an apron.
arguably the sexiest bit.
Yeah, I think it's me going like a good ape.
So I go into the bathroom as if I'm just going to go pee, and I come back
In an apron.
In an apron?
It's like the shiniest, shittiest apron around my waist. No undies, no bra. And I walked out and I was like, ta-da! And he's like, just take it off.
Yeah, it's like, are we doing this or are you making cupcakes? I don't
It
understand.
was like so sheepish too because it looked so shit. But I'm like, I got to commit to it. I got to commit to it now. But I want to take calls now. 13 10 60. When did sexy backfire?
I don't think I've ever tried to be sexy. Like I haven't tried to do something.
Well, you're naturally sexy.
Well, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a bit
You're just-
disheveled, a bit like rough around the edges.
Sex on legs, you
You know
are.
what I mean? Like, you wouldn't want me to put pedals down and be waiting there. You'd be like, what's wrong with this fella? But I will say, maybe adjacent to sexy is when I was living in America and I was seeing this girl and she's like, you got to that point where we're gonna have sex now, and she's like, you're gonna do me in some of those crazy Australian positions. And I'm like, yeah, I am. You know what I mean? I'd had a few beers. I'm like, yeah, let's get back to mine. She's like, you're gonna show me things that no American boy could do, and I'm like, yeah. And then
you're doing the ray gun.
Well,
something like that.
But in my head, I'm like, I don't know any crazy Australian positions. I know missionary, and doggy style.
This is
69.
Yeah, this is called laying on Bondi Beach.
So I'm freaking out, going back to my dorm room in America, going, I've got to do this girl's expecting some crazy thing.
What did you do, Jimmy?
So I had this is so silly, but I had she was on the bed and she's laying there, and I've so my bed, it's hard to explain, but it was a single bed and it was quite hot. It was on these sort of stilts. So you had to get up on it. Yeah. So I've thrown my leg up to have one leg up.
Oh, no.
This sort of stretching that she's sort of here. But as I've thrown my leg up, I've just pulled my groin.
You've done it. You've done a groin.
And so I've instantly bent over like this. And she's like, oh my God, it's okay. It happens. She thinks early.
Yeah.
So I've just gone, I've started holding and I'm like, no, I think I've done
something.
I'm out 4 to 6 weeks.
Cool, physio. Alania. Hi, Alania.
Hi. So I had a night where I was, trying to turn it on for my ex now. So I'd put out a whole lot of candles in the bedroom, like low lighting. Anyway, so we were getting to it and I was trying to do this kind of sexy move with whipping my hair around, and my hair caught fire. I started smelling like a singeing kind of burnt hair smell.
Oh no.
And then also caught up to my eyebrows and my eyelashes. So
so you've just gone up in you've gone up in flames.
Yeah, literally. It was very hot.
I love that gear.
You know what makes the story even better is that the bloke wasn't there. She was practicing for later.
So what I'll do is...
You do have to practice, though. You do. You can't just do it in the moment. She has to practice their hair.
He comes home, there's just an inferno.
Yeah, she's bald, no eyebrows.
Hey, you like this, baby?
Nath, this is a bit of an intervention because myself and Emma will not stand for lies on this show.
What do you mean? What
did
I do?
No.
I hate liars.
No, I hate them too.
Not a liar.
You are. You might as well be in the jungle because you're lamb.
In the jungle.
I'm
going to give you that and that.
Yeah, cool. Look, so if you did miss it, yesterday on the show, Nath, he was telling a story about when he went to get a massage on the weekend. If you did miss it, this happened yesterday on the show.
She was standing on my back and she's pushing down quite hard on my back and my lower area when what can only be described as the sound of a fart leaving my bottom was emitted. Well, here's the thing. It wasn't me. And then, so what happened was she stands on me. That noise is made. I know it's not me, but we both know it sounds like a fart. And then she goes, oh, don't worry. It happens all the time. And I go, it wasn't me.
Now, Nath, I know you. I know you quite well.
It wasn't me.
You're a farty boy.
Yeah, I am. And that's why I know it doesn't look good with respect to the Evans. But in this particular case, it was not me.
Now, I'm going to remind you, what you said happened was that this masseuse put her foot on the edge of the table.
Yes.
Where there's a bit of plastic.
Yeah.
Her foot rubbed.
Squeak and did the little fart squeak. Yeah.
Now, Emma, so I didn't even realise this. You figured this out. If that was the case, she would then have gone, I know I've done that. It's my foot.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's my foot.
But I don't think she realised.
Oh, she didn't realise what her own foot was doing.
She didn't realise.
This as a job, day in, day out. Do you know how many people she would massage? 10 people a day.
She didn't. It wasn't me. It was something else. If it wasn't her foot, it was something else.
You can say it till you are blue in the face. Jimmy and I do not believe you.
We know you're a farty boy.
Yeah.
And
that's okay.
That's okay. We love you for it. Well, no, that's not true.
He's a gassy boy.
I love you despite of it.
Yeah.
I love you despite of it.
Yeah.
So Emma and I we've been thinking since yesterday, and Emma and I want you to make a phone call.
I almost said restaurant.
Where else did you fart?
Not to the massage place.
We want you to call the massage place.
Okay.
Right now. Live on the show. Right now, you're going to call them. You're going to confess.
Okay.
And admit that you farted.
Right.
And also say sorry.
I have to apologise, even though I didn't do it.
You did do it. You're going to admit to it.
All right.
And you're also going to say sorry.
So is that what this number is here?
It's
So you want me to call this number?
You're going to say, I farted. I'm sorry. Okay?
You want me to make this call now?
Yes.
Yeah, right now.
All right, okay. I'll put the number in.
Hi, Tamasao. Can I help you?
Oh, hi. Who was that? Sorry, who am I speaking to?
Wawa.
Wawa. It's so lovely to speak to you. My name is Nathan Roy. I came in for a massage on Sunday with my wife at about 1 p.m.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember. Do you remember me, Nathan?
No, because I'm not work on Sunday. So how can I help you?
No, that's okay. No, I was just calling because I actually it's a little awkward, but I need to make an apology. I need to say sorry.
For what?
So during the massage, allegedly, whilst I was getting massages, okay, not allegedly, it's true. While she was standing on my back, it was a beautiful massage, but I did expel a little bit of gas. I fluffed. I farted.
That's it?
Yeah. Have you? Has it been talked about that? Is there something that you've been? Is that something that you guys have been chatting about?
Not really.
No, it hasn't come up in the lunchroom or anything?
No.
No. Okay. Well, does it happen? Does it happen a lot? Because I feel really bad.
Oh, no worry at all. It's normal.
Oh, it's normal. So it does happen a lot.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It
So
happened to me too, actually.
Oh, it's happened to you. You've done it. Hang on. You've done it whilst you were massaging somebody, or whilst you were getting a massage?
No. When I'm getting a massage.
Oh, and you've done a little farty.
Yeah.
Was it loud?
Yes, maybe first time because I don't know why it's come out like that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, I was the same. It just scared me a little bit, and I was worried because she was on my back and might have impacted her balance. It didn't smell, though, so I think we got lucky there. Yeah.
So you just called to say sorry?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, that's the point I was getting to, is that I apologise and I'm sorry for the massage fart that was forced out of me.
No worry at all.
Okay, will you take me back as a client?
Yes, of course.
Great, same time next
and I
Sunday.
will let them know too.
Yeah, let them know, pass it on, and I'll stop passing wind. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, bye. Guys, it's common.
Oh my God! When she said she farted as well?
Yes! I don't feel bad anymore.
And she was so
I knew you did it!
Oh,
I knew you did it! Okay, it was me.
Today's Jimmy and Nath Show with Emma are off to grab a bargain. And you can too with Chemist Warehouse. Stock up and save now with the Chemist Warehouse half-price cosmetics sale. Cool, bro.